Alright, hey guys, coming to you here from my basement today. We got a pretty decent little snowstorm here in Kansas, and so we're all going to be stuck inside for a little bit anyway, and looks like everything's going to freeze over this week for sure. This next weekend they're looking at temperatures around 0 degrees. So, in any case, thought we'd step inside today and do a look at a reel. I'm going to do a few more of these here if I can in the coming months, but we're going to do an unboxing of a reel today, and we got the new Kistler Chromium reel baitcaster, and so we'll go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. If y'all don't know, I have a reel service now where I do reel cleaning and maintenance, especially for the next season. So right now is a really good time to get your reels in. I'll put a link in the video description below to my Facebook page so you guys can reach me there. And I tell you what, if you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video, I will at least like and comment if you're a subscriber already. But if you like and comment, then I will give you 10% off on your reel service if you send your reels into me. So I'll put the details more so in the description, okay? And so I'm going to turn this camera around here and show you guys the unboxing of the reel. And we're actually going to break it down today too, so you can kind of see the inner workings of it. They've made a lot of claims of improvements on this reel over their original Series 1, so I'm interested to take a look. Here we go. Okay, guys, well, let's take a look here. Here we go. Really nice box, and you can see back here that this is the 7.3:1 size 100. So, and it's a right hand. That's all the information they have on the outside, it seems. So let's open it up. Kistler Chromium size 100, model number. Looks like there's a QR code here to watch a video on how to maintain your reel, and schematics, which is always good to have. And there she is, guys. Bubble wrap, comes with some oil, and there's foam in the bottom of the box actually too, so that's kind of nice for packaging. There we go. That's pretty nice looking. It's sharp from the top here. Seems like it's going to palm pretty good. Got the carbon fiber handle, which Kistler had on their previous version, Series 1. As well. Knobs are pretty nice. I'm not sure exactly the material, but pretty firm, which is nice because that's pretty good for like transmitting feel and stuff. Clicking drag, maybe a little rough. Feels like I could use some grease maybe. This is the adjustment for the brakes. Alright. Well, let's take this apart a little bit. Kistlers have this little button here that you kind of push, and it kind of just goes up like that. And you can take the side plate off really easy. And here, right off the bat, you can see that they use a orange seal ceramic bearing for one of the for the spool bearing, at least on the side plate. So personal preference, I'd probably go ahead and remove the seal on the outside just so it's easier to get the oil in there, and they tend to run a little smoother, a little freer then. But in any case, that's just my preference. Here's the spool. Let's see if we can get that out. pretty deep spool. I think they said that it can hold 180 yards, or maybe, yeah, 180 yards of 12-pound fluoro, maybe, or maybe 150. I'll have to check the specs again, but it's pretty lightweight. I don't have the scale here with me, but I would say that it's pretty light, really. There's another spool bearing on here, on the shaft actually. Orange seal ceramic bearing once again. So ceramic bearings are nice, though, you know, just for wear purposes as well too. Just a little bit longer, a little bit more longevity with the ceramic bearings. All right, well, let's go ahead and see about maybe taking this apart. Get a little more light on here for us. And there's your carbon fiber handle. Pretty nice. I'm wondering when some of the bigger reel manufacturers, namely Shimano and Daiwa, when they're going to actually start putting more carbon fiber handles on their reels. As of right now, they still don't. So, Dragstar. Grease in there. Probably just needs some grease around the outside a little bit, just to slick it up. I think this also has a clicking spool tension knob. Yep. Some people like them, some people don't. I really don't have a preference necessarily. And looks like there's another ceramic bearing in here. It's a little heavy on the grease, so I would probably normally clean that up just a little bit. For right now, I'll just show you guys. See that extra grease there? You don't need that extra grease when it comes for your spool bearings. All it's going to do is just slow your spool down. So, but anyway, it's not bad. That's pretty normal for reels that are coming from the factory, that they're a little over-greased or under-greased. It can happen kind of other way. So let's keep going in here. Another tip too, when you're working on your own reels, generally sometimes when they come from the manufacturers, a lot of them will put a little bit of that blue Loctite on these screws. That'll make it a little difficult taking them out the first time. So just be careful, be patient. And if you have old eyes like mine, you just got to take your time. go. Probably be a couple on the inside here too. Yep. So let's see here. One more. And we'll get to see what the inside of the reel looks like. I thought this was kind of important because if you go to Kistler's website, they make a lot of claims about this new Chromium reel and how they built it to be more durable, stronger, and so forth. So just to validate what they said about stronger gears and stronger parts, thought it was important that we go ahead and open it up and take a look. Okay, so doesn't look a whole lot different here than any other reel you might find. You have pinion gear here, that's brass. The overall main gear is brass as well, appears to be brass. Quite a bit of grease, a little bit more than I would have, but nothing that's going to be necessarily problematic. Some of this grease, you know, it's supposed to stay where you put it, but sometimes it does move around and it'll just cause things to move a little slower or not quite as smooth possibly, but it looks pretty good here actually. I think they greased it up here. It looks in pretty good shape. I'm not going to break this down all the way, guys, but I wanted to give you guys an idea what it looks like inside. But we're going to go ahead and pull the gear here to get a better look at it. The main gear. The drag stack that they employ. I believe it's supposed to provide, I think, 19 pounds of drag pressure, which is well more than you would need for bass fishing anyway. And there's the gear. Pretty good looking. Not tiny, but not huge. Just for reference, I have this gear here is from a first generation Daiwa Tatula CT. So for comparison, it's maybe just a little bit smaller. This gear here is from a Shimano Sitica 200D, kind of an older reel. So it's a little bit smaller than that one too, it appears. Gear teeth and everything appear to be about the same. It's a little heavier than the Shimano gear. About the same as the Daiwa. So, looks like maybe they have a few cutouts here on the outside ring, maybe just to help with the weight a little bit. But I wouldn't say it's, you know, high on one end or the other, honestly. So, and then, you know, there's the pinion gear and everything, like I mentioned. Everything looks greased up pretty good. We'll put it back together later, obviously. But I don't know. That's it. Worm gear. Appears to be stainless steel, as they say. The main shaft, brass, as they say. All looks good. Don't really have any other comments on it, guys. It appears to be just what they say it is. Might be a little bit low in bearing count, but I don't know if that really necessarily matters. What matters the most, to me anyways, well, the spool bearings, which as you saw are ceramic, which are very high. They're ABEX 7 ceramic bearings, which are pretty nice. And then your bearings for your, whether your spool shaft bearings or your extra support bearings, whether those are actual bearings or bushings, depends on actually the location. But this one has, as I showed you, it actually has a bearing on the actual spool, on the spool shaft, as well as a bearing in the side plate, the handle side plate. There's a bearing in there. So I just didn't pull it yet, but I think that should be more than enough support. It should be fairly smooth. So anyway, I'm going to get her put back together, and then hopefully once it warms up, we'll get a chance to actually take her out on the water and give her a whirl and see what we think. I'm a pretty die-hard Shimano or Daiwa guy, and so for me to use something else, it would take quite a bit. It'd take a pretty outstanding reel, or at least a reel that I'm pretty comfortable with, so we'll see if this is it. But in any case, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Like I said, if you need any reel maintenance done or any cleaning or tune-ups for the upcoming season, reach out to me. I'll put the description. I'll put the link to my Facebook page in the description, and hope to hear from you guys. Thanks.